Hello everyone, I'm Jillian May and Novelgas, and I'm from 11 Schlick. Today I'll be talking to you about Generation Y and Generation Z. Generation Z is also known as Gen Z, which refers to the people who were born between 1997 and 2012. For the parents and teachers that I'm speaking to that may belong to Generation Y, that is also known as millennial generation, that are born in 1981 till 1996. This covers the contrasts between the two generations that I, a member of Generation Z, would highlight them both. Now, let us begin with the generation that immediately follows Generation X. In terms of population, is the millennial, sometimes referred to as Generation Y, or the net generation. This generation has frequently been portrayed negatively, also regarded as one of the most flexible and inventive groups. It has the highest population density in recent memory. Millennials grew up in the new millennium and were raised in a technologically advanced society. This generation has grown up with experience and the evolution of technology. They are therefore regarded as being more progressive, imaginative, and forward-thinking than previous generations. Then, let us proceed to my generation. Generation Z has received less attention than Generation Y, in part because they haven't yet reached adulthood and the workforce. Although they are frequently described as being extremely knowledgeable about technology and natural internet users, they are also perceived as having liberal attitudes and being more open to change. In addition, Gen Z is more varied than any other generations to date in terms of race, culture, and ethnicity. Additionally, this generation represents the most educated generation in history. So, let us now know the differences between the two when it comes to business. Gen Z is more business-minded. Numerous have shown that Generation Z prefers workplace with greater level of autonomy. They are more entrepreneurial from a young age since they wish to develop startups or enterprises rather than work for large firms or companies. While millennials value transparency and work-life balance, retaining them is challenging due to their lack of loyalty, leading to lost productivity and potential job loss. Both the millennial and Gen Z generations are multitaskers in the workplace. While Gen Z has more difficulty focusing, millennials were better at it and even in school and in other tasks. And as an ABM student, let us now know the differences between millennials and Generation Z in terms of how they shop, engage with companies, and think about money. First, Gen Z spends less money than millennials. Compared to millennials, Gen Z spends less. The latest research indicated that 30% of Gen Z and 27% of millennials were spending much less as a result of inflation, which has affected the shopping habits of both generations. Next is both internet shoppers, but millennials are more into in-person purchases. Millennials enjoy shopping online a lot. They've witnessed the transitions from internet dial-up to always-on access, and they now make full use of this ease of use. But they still continue to shop in stores more frequently. Than Gen Z. Nevertheless, Gen Z enjoys social shopping while millennials are more into traditional. Gen Z is accustomed to shopping through unconventional digital channels because they were practically born holding tablets in their hands. Using networks like Instagram, Facebook, and the others to explore and make purchases, as well as 41% through social influencers. Gen Z embraces social shopping with just 32% of millennials through influencers and 58% doing so on social media. These channels are less popular with this generation, and that ends my differences about Gen Z and Gen Y. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.